The Earth. Highlights of the lesson. Student will try to understand the Earth's composition and structure. Explore natural phenomena like weather and erosion. Learn about ecosystems, habitats, and biodiversity. Recognize human impacts on the environment and conservation efforts. Do you know that our Earth is actually round like a ball? But it is slightly flattened at the two poles. But we live on flat land. How can we live on the round surface? Wouldn't we fall off? In fact, the surface of the Earth is spherical. Oh, really? Can you tell me more about it? The Earth. The model of the Earth shows that it is spherical in shape and slightly flattened at the two poles. Long ago, people believed that the Earth was flat. In the 16th century, Ferdinand Magellan, a sailor from Portugal who had settled in Spain, wanted to explore distant lands. In 1519, Magellan set out in a westward direction. After sailing for 3 long years, some members of the ship's crew reached the same port that they had begun their voyage from. This made other people realize that the world was round and not flat. Ferdinand Magellan. When you stand on the seashore and watch ships sailing away from the port, you will notice that the ships slowly disappear on a horizontal line where the sky appears to join the sea. This line is called the horizon. The globe. A globe is a model of our planet, the Earth. On a globe, you can see big land masses called continents and large stretches of water called oceans and seas. On the continents, there are many countries. It is slightly tilted and is held in place at 2 points. These 2 points are called the poles. The point at the top is called the North Pole and the point at the bottom is called the South Pole. An imaginary line connects the 2 poles. This imaginary line is called the axis. The Earth spins around its own axis. There is another imaginary line that cuts the Earth in the middle horizontally. This line is called the equator. It divides the Earth into 2 equal halves. The upper half is called the northern hemisphere and the lower half is called the southern hemisphere. Latitudes and longitudes. Like the equator, there are other lines on the globe called as latitudes and longitudes. The horizontal lines are called the lines of latitude or parallels. These lines run parallel to the equator from west to east. The vertical lines are called the lines of longitude or meridians and run from north to south. The meridians meet at the poles. There are 360 meridians and 180 parallels in all. Latitudes. Apart from the equator, there are 4 important lines of latitude. They are the Arctic Circle, the Tropic of Cancer, the Tropic of Capricorn, and the Antarctic Circle. These lines of latitude tell you how far north or south you are from the equator. All the lines of latitude and longitude are marked in degrees. The equator is marked at 0 degree. The tropics of Cancer and Capricorn are at 2312 degrees north and south of the equator, respectively. The Arctic and Antarctic circles are at 6612 degrees north and south of the equator, respectively. The North and South poles are at 90 degrees. Longitudes. There is one important line of longitude. This is the Greenwich meridian or the prime meridian. This line is 0 degree longitude. There are other lines of longitude that are up to 180 degrees east and 180 degrees west of this meridian. The International Standard Time is set from this prime meridian. It is called the Greenwich Mean Time or GMT. There is a Royal Observatory at Greenwich, which is a town that is on this 0 degree meridian. The lines of longitude tell you how far east or west you are on the earth. The lines of latitude and longitude are important lines on a globe, atlas, or any map because they help to find any place in any country. They are also of great help to pilots and sailors. The Earth Grid. The map of the Earth and the globe have lines of latitude and longitude. These latitudes and longitudes intersect each other and form a grid. These are called the Earth Grid. These lines have degrees marked on them. If you have to search for a particular place, you need to know the degree of latitude and longitude on the globe or map. The grids are also called coordinates. Continents. There are 7 continents on the earth. They are Asia, Europe, Africa, North America, South America, Antarctica, and Australasia, also called Australia. Asia is the largest continent. It lies in the northern hemisphere. It is also the most populated continent. The world's 2 most populated countries, India and China, are located in this continent. The continent of Europe is right next to Asia, and they are together often called Eurasia. Together they form the longest stretch of land across the entire northern hemisphere from west to east. Europe is small in size but has some of the most advanced countries in the world. It also has the best harbors and seaports. Africa is the second largest continent. The equator passes through the middle of this continent. Africa is spread over the northern and southern hemispheres. On its north is the Mediterranean Sea that separates it from Europe. On its east is the Indian Ocean, and to its west lies the Atlantic Ocean. The world's hottest desert, the Sahara Desert, lies in this continent. North America is the 3rd largest continent. This continent was discovered by Christopher Columbus. It is connected to the continent of South America by a narrow stretch of land called the Isthmus of Panama. The USA, Canada, and Mexico are the main countries that lie on this continent. South America lies in the southern hemisphere. It is the 4th largest continent. The Great Amazon River flows through this continent. The equator cuts through the mouth of the Amazon River. Antarctica continent lies around the South Pole. It is the fifth largest continent. It is also known as the White Continent because a thick carpet of ice and snow completely covers it. It is the only continent that has no human life. Life forms such as penguins, seals, whales, lichens, and algae survive here. Australasia is located in the southern hemisphere. The word austral is derived from a Latin word meaning south. It is the smallest of all the continents. As it is surrounded by water on all sides, it is an island continent. Oceans. There are 5 main oceans, namely the Pacific Ocean, the Atlantic Ocean, the Arctic Ocean, the Antarctic Ocean, and the Indian Ocean. They make up almost 70% of the total area of the Earth's surface. Most of the oceans are found in the southern hemisphere. Hence, the southern hemisphere is often called the water hemisphere. The floor of these oceans is irregular just like the land on the Earth. Oceans also have high mountain ranges and deep valleys. Water bodies that are smaller in size compared to oceans are called seas. Some well-known seas are the Mediterranean Sea, the Arabian Sea, the Black Sea, and the Aegean Sea. Some seas are completely surrounded by land. These are landlocked seas. The Caspian Sea and the Dead Sea are examples of landlocked seas. Oceans and seas are home to many exotic plants, animals, and other forms of marine life. They link all the continents and provide seaways for international trade. Do you know? Although we say there are 5 main oceans, these are actually one continuous body of salt water present on the Earth. Let's recall. Ferdinand Magellan's journey proved that the Earth is round. Latitudes are imaginary lines that run parallel to the equator from west to east. Longitudes are imaginary lines that run vertically from north to south of the globe. The Greenwich Meridian is used to set the International Standard Time. The Earth has 7 continents and 5 oceans. Glossary. Atlas. A book containing many maps. Axis. An imaginary straight line through the center of the Earth, about which it rotates. Grid. A system of numbered squares for map reference. Horizon. The imaginary line where the sky and the Earth appear to meet. Isthmus. A narrow strip of land connecting to large masses of land.